Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena and today's tangle is Pais-Well. Yes, it is a tangle by CZT Sanyukta Saxena. Yes, today we'll be drawing one of my tangles and I'm going to draw slowly so you can see how to draw the tangle and then uh, try it out. So let's get started. I have a Zendala in front of me and I'm just going to place a light border with my pencil so that my tile is not blank. Take some deep breaths and be grateful for the smallest of things that you have, which you always took for granted. Yeah? Be appreciative of your and others' work. Everybody's art is unique. So let's get started. I'm going to start somewhere in the center and draw a small orb, not very big. Yeah? And then I'm going to add the wells grid. Yeah, something like this. 4 of them. 3 and 4. Yeah, so you can add more also. And the next step is to come down, give a slight curve like this. This is an S shape. And then complete the B and go up there. Yeah, again a slight curve like this, the B, and then go up there. Yeah, again come down the S, draw a B and go up. Again come down the S, the B, and then go up. Yeah, so now I'm going to add first some lines with some weight in this section. The triangular shape that we created like this. Yeah, again I'm going to change directions. You can draw all in one direction also. So just take your time slowly. Add the lines with some weight. Again, you can change the direction. Slowly add the lines with some weight at the ends. Adding a little weight to this line. And then finally the last one. Right? So this is the basic of the Tangle Pais-Well. Now these shapes are beautiful shapes, right? So it is up to us how do we want to do it, right? So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is use this nice curvy space probably to add Acanthus. So Acanthus is again a similar looking tangle. The shapes are similar. Yeah, so I'm just going to add Acanthus like this. You can add one more layer of aura like this. Ink it. So I'm just going with the shapes that I have. In my earlier version, I have added muka inside. So use any filler tangle of your choice. So you just have to fill the shapes the way you wish to. Yeah, so again I'm going to do the same. Add a nice I can too. Again give a double line, a close aura, and then ink it. It's kind of a blossoming tangle. You start from the center and then you can grow it to any extent. And you can add any filling inside, any filler tangle, so you can combine it with different tangles very easily. Just use the grid and then use different tangles to deck it up. So here's the third one. Again adding those nice fescues inside. Again add an aura. And the fourth one there. Yeah. So I'll do the same. Slowly take your time. Just making my I-canto a little more prominent by inking, adding an aura. Yeah. So done with that. Again redoing this part of the line. Yeah. Now the rest of the space, again up to you, what do you want to do? So I will just draw some fine lines. I want to keep this part simple. So just drawing some lines there, slanting lines. You can also draw a mesh, the tangle or leak. Let's see if you want to do that. You can also add Knight's bridge. Yeah. So let's add that texture. Let's add a mesh. Take your time. Slowly do that exercise for all. Yeah, so I'm going to do that for all. And then in the other direction. So let's do that for the other two also. So I am done adding the mesh. Now the next part of tangle generally goes like this. You add a ribbon to all the four sides. Something like this. Again, this is something you can vary the look. You can add something else there and the look will be totally different. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep it simple. Just ink the ribbon with a highlight. Probably you can add some aura on both sides, one or two or one aura, so that if you want to add something else on both sides, you can do that. So I'm just inking, simply inking just like umble. Inking the band, as I think it will bring some drama to the tangle and to the tile. Yeah, and I'm going to add an aura on both sides. Like this. Yeah, so let's do that for all. You can use a bolder nib if you wish to. Yeah, so just going ahead and inking the stripe. Just leaving a highlight there, and then I'm going to add that aura, the close aura on both the sides. Yeah, so let's do that for the remaining two also. So I am done with that, done with the inking. Now I am switching pen. I am going to use my O1 brown and going to the next level. Now this is the basic Tangle Pais-Well. Now what I am doing is just adding some more tangles to embellish its look. Right, so I am using these spaces inside to add some fescues. Switched my pen to brown, going to aura these fescues closely. Add one or two aura depending on whatever spaces I have. I think one is enough. And now I'm just going to add some orbs in between. Fill in the in-between spaces if any. That's about it. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for all the sections. Added some fescue. Take your time and slowly do that exercise for all. Aura the fescues. And now fill in the in-between spaces with tipple. Add that ink wherever required. Yeah. Going to the third one now. Auraing the inside space. Adding nice fescues. adding close aura, and then adding orbs inside. Yeah, so I'm done with that. Now the rest of the tile, it's yours. Choose anything that you wish to draw. Choose any tangle of your choice. I'm just going to delineate the area from my center tangle, and then you can add any tangle of your choice in the rest of the space. Yeah, so now if you want, you can add Muka as a filler. You can add checks or knight's bridge, any tangle, any filler tangle, any drama tangle, whatever you feel like. I'm just separating that area from my center tangle. It's entirely up to you. Choose your tangle, whatever comes easily to you. Yeah. So we have separated those areas. Now I'm just going to go with a, I don't know, probably Muka as a filler, or you can choose Shattuck, or you can choose, I don't know, a Knight's Bridge. So many tangles to choose from, yeah? So just go with what you feel like at this point of time. I'm just going to be keeping it simple and just add a simple fragment. So divide this space into some triangles like this, and then just go with a simple fragment, but you can always choose anything of your choice. I'm going to add a nice squeeze in a big orb there and ink the rest like this. Yeah, so I'll do the same, or you can vary the fragments also. Insert one fragment in one area, in one section, insert something else in the next. So whatever you feel like. These spaces, I leave it up to you. How do you want to use it? Yeah, so I'm squeezing in some big orb there, adding first an aura, a very commonly used fragment for triply. And the last one there. Yeah, so that's what I felt like using, and I'm going to repeat this throughout. Yeah, so just draw the triangular grid, and then draw the fragment inside. Take your time. No hurry, slowly do the exercise for all. Keep rotating your tile, don't move your hand much. Once you have placed it in a comfortable position, just move your tile. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this for all. You can draw at your own pace. So I am almost done on the last two sections, continuing in the same fashion, adding that fragment. Make sure you have inked the tiny spaces in between. That adds to the look of the tangle and the tile. Yeah. So let's now move on to shading. Adding graphite outside my acanthus and on the inside. So you can shade it the way you wish to. This is just a suggestion. Yeah. And then I'm just going to add some from where lines are emanating and the other end. Yeah, let's first blend this much and then we shall see what else do we want to add. So spaces are small, so don't blend too much. Yeah, moving on to the cantu. So that's how I feel like shading it, but you can always go with some other shading. You can highlight this fescue inside or you can add inside here. So whichever way you are comfortable, just shade the way you wish to. Shading in Zentangle is a matter of personal choice. As I keep saying, it is to highlight the look of the tangle. It is not guided by the light source and other technical things. So just go with what you feel like. Yeah, done with that. Now here probably I will just add a little touch. Not going to add too much, just very light. Because I want the inside white also. Yeah, so that's very little, slight touch on the edges. Probably what is already there on your Tautolon may be sufficient to touch that much. Yeah. And the last one here. Yeah, I think that's about it. And coming next to our fragments. So I'm adding here don't blend too much. You want the white section of the petals also to show. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to shade this part up here. So basically picking each triangle and adding some graphite there at the corners. Yeah, So I'm just going to do that. Take your own time. So I'm done with my shading. Now I have the chalk pencil in my hand. Now it's up to you. Small little spaces. If you want to highlight with your chalk, you can always do that. It's already white, but if you want to add a little more, you can do that. Yeah. Here also there are highlights already, so you don't have to do much. So that's the Tangle Pais-Well. If you want to, if you want to highlight this part, you can a little. That's it. So let's close our tile here. So I'm going to put in my chop sitting there. Sign and date my tile. So I shall see you again with few more tangles by CZTs. Yeah. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.